And so in machine learning, a vector is just an array of elements, which we call an array. They call it vectors in machine learning because the exact same mathematics that they use in physics with vectors, something with direction and magnitude, the same mathematics works when you're dealing with arrays of values. So they call them vectors. And what we're basically doing is taking the meaning of information and turning it into an array of numbers and using that to search. And frankly, it's quite a genius system. So if you take the word cat, what a vector system would do is it'll turn that word cat into a whole series of numbers. It could be a few hundred different numbers. And each number, this is a bit of an analogy, so it doesn't fully work like this, but one might refer to the tense of the word and whether it's a noun or a verb, or what context is it in, what's the subject, is it capitalized, all these things that generate meaning. And it basically creates this vector. Now you can visualize it in 2 dimensions. So it kind of plots it somewhat like that. It's a particular point in space. Now it's not a 2-dimensional point, but this is how we potentially look at it. So if you were then to take the word dog, turn that into a vector, then plot that in that same space, there's a distance. So what we're looking at here is the similarity between them. Now where it becomes interesting, so we add something else in, such as kitten. Now kitten has semantic meaning much closer to cat than it does to dog. And while this is in 2 dimensions, this is what is happening, is that we can see that kitten has closer meaning to cat. So say if your organisation has articles about cats and articles about dogs only, if your user was to come in and write, what nutrition do I give my kitten, then the system will automatically know that I need to retrieve the documentation around cat. So it's doing its search based on meaning, and this is kind of like a plot of meaning in a space. Generally speaking, this is more what a vector database looks like.